All right, welcome back. Today, we have a really focused mission for you. How do you take just $100 and turn it into a real, profitable side hustle in 1 week? Let's dive right in.
Yep, that's it. $100. That is your entire startup budget. We're talking about that classic, low-cost, high-margin side hustle that, you can literally start this weekend.
But okay, let's be real for a second. Can $100 really launch a legit business in just 7 days? I mean, it's a totally fair question, right? And we're about to answer it.
Because this isn't just theory, okay? This is a proven step-by-step plan. We're going to walk through the exact steps to find, list, and sell your very first 5 items.
All right, first up, the hunt. Our journey begins, of course, in those thrift store aisles. But here's the thing, success here has nothing to do with luck. It's all about knowing exactly what you're looking for before you even set foot inside.
So the real key is to just ignore all the clutter and zone in on these high-demand categories. We're talking about things like brand-name clothing, Patagonia, Lululemon, vintage Levi's, or shoes like Nike, Dr. Martens, Birkenstocks. And you can't forget electronics. Think retro gaming consoles, old Polaroid cameras, even things like rare books or new and packaged items. We're basically hunting for stuff with strong brand recognition or that niche collector appeal. The exact things that thrift stores often get wrong on the price tag. That's where you get your instant advantage. Okay, listen up, because this next part is maybe the single most important tool in your arsenal. This is what separates the pros from the people who just, end up with the closet full of junk. It's called the sold filter rule, and it's going to take all the guesswork out of buying. And the process? It's so simple. You find something that looks promising, you pull out your phone, you open up the eBay app, you search for that exact item, then, and this is the magic part, you tap filter and you select sold items. This shows you what people have actually paid for it recently, not what some seller is just hoping to get. And here's the rule. This is totally non-negotiable. If you see that at least 3 of that item have sold recently for a price that gives you a nice, healthy profit margin, you buy it. If not, you just put it right back on the shelf and you move on. Seriously, no exceptions. This one rule is how you spend that $100 budget with total confidence. Okay, so finding a great item is half the battle for sure. But now we get to the other half, the showcase. Let's talk about how to create a listing that makes someone hit that buy now button almost instantly. And it really all starts with your title. A title like Levi's jacket, that's basically invisible online. But a title like 90s vintage Levi's denim jacket, men's large, excellent condition, now that is packed with every single keyword a serious buyer is searching for. You've got the brand, the era, the style, the size, the condition. You have to get all of that in there. Next up, photos. And look, you do not need a fancy camera. Your smartphone is more than enough. The real secret is just using bright, natural light. So stand near a window and use a plain, uncluttered background. A clean wall or even a bed sheet works perfectly. The professionalism is really in the details, right? Steam out the wrinkles, take pictures of the tags, and please include a shot with a tape measure to show the exact size. It saves so many headaches. I mean, just look at the difference here. On the right, that's what we're going for. Bright, in focus, plain background, no wrinkles. That's what makes an item look valuable. But on the left, that's what we see all the time, right? Dark, blurry, a messy background, wrinkled item. You have to avoid that at all costs. Honestly, the difference between these 2 photos is the difference between making a quick sale and having that item just sit around for months. And finally, the description. Your goal here is to answer every single question a buyer could possibly have before they even ask it. Be brutally honest about any little flaw. Seriously, it builds so much trust. Give them the exact measurements, because we all know sizes can be all over the place. And then sprinkle in those relevant style keywords, things like Y2K, grunge, streetwear, to catch people who are looking for a specific vibe. All right, so you've done the work and the sales are starting to roll in. Awesome. Now we need a system. A simple, repeatable workflow for getting your items to their new owners like a total pro. And you don't have to live and breathe this stuff 24/7. A simple 3-day system is really all you need to get started. So maybe day 1 is your sourcing day. You go out and find your items. Day 2 is for cleaning, photographing, and listing everything. And day 3 is just for packaging and shipping anything that's sold. See, it's a totally manageable rhythm that can fit into pretty much any busy schedule. Now, when it's time to ship, your main goal is to create an amazing customer experience. You want to pack your items really well. One reseller I know says to pretend they're heading off to war. Use bubble wrap for fragile things, maybe some tissue paper for clothing, and you've got to ship fast, within 24 to 48 hours. This is how you get those 5-star reviews and turn a one-time buyer into someone who comes back again and again.
And hey, if you're wondering if this is actually worth it, check this out. This is a real-world example. Someone found this wool coat for just $3. $3! After a quick clean and a really solid listing, it sold for $78. That's a $75 profit from one single item.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's that this system absolutely works. The plan is all laid out for you. Your first profitable flip is just sitting there on a rack in a thrift store right now. So the only question left is, what are you going to find this week?